Now, we all know how much of a buck dancing, butter biscuit eating, Negro peeing coon Stephen A. Smith is. We all know this. This guy is being controlled and uh, puppeteered, if you will, by ESPN and these white executives, these conservative executives, using their talking points through Stephen A. Smith. As a matter of fact, he's been so compromised. Those are his own thoughts. His own thoughts are the thoughts of these white executives and these NFL owners, these conservatives who are carrying out the regime of Donald Trump's regime for the 2020 campaign in terms of criminal justice reform that is spreading across the NFL, utilizing people like Jay-Z, Meek Mill to compromise these rappers coming from the ghetto, and now they're millionaires, and you see how successful they are. There's no social injustice because look at Jay-Z and Meek Mill. They're rappers, they're millionaires, they're successful, and guess what? We're going to make Jay-Z a part owner of an NFL franchise, just like Fergie, just like Venus and Serena Williams. We're going to make you the celebrity figurehead of an NFL sports franchise because we know you know nothing about football. We don't care about your opinion on football, but we know that you're a rapper. We've never listened to one of your albums a day in our lives, and you're going to perform because what you do best is entertainment, right? And you have guys like Stephen A. Smith saying, what Jay-Z's going to do is he's going to help bridge the gap between rappers coming from the ghetto and offering solutions to the NFL owners about social injustices and making changes about that in our communities. I mean, like this guy is completely off his rocker, off his goddamn rocker, man. It is just it's when it comes down to money, family. Money can change you. It really can. It can change you. And we all know the saying, all money is not good money. We all know this. You know, if somebody offers me, a couple of $1 million to talk about, to use the same talking points as white supremacists, that will be an absolute no for me. So all money is not good money. But clearly, people like Stephen A. Smith and Jay-Z consider what they're doing with the NFL and how they're talking about it. And Stephen A. Smith is on board and supportive of what Jay-Z is doing as a so-called partner within the NFL by utilizing Roc Nation and spreading Roc Nation and what I call it political posturing and brand awareness, right? Just basically marketing his brand, Roc Nation, and vice versa to each other's demographic. That's all it is. And they're playing in the hands of this conservative regime to push the 2020 election for Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange. That's all it is. But anyway, real quick, man, I just wanted to just say that Eric Reid, man, Eric Reid is on point per usual. He destroyed Stephen A. Smith and Jay-Z. Whenever things need to be said regarding criticism towards what Colin Kaepernick's doing or his movement or kneeling, he has something to say, and whatever he says is pointed, it's to the point, and it's just, it's pretty much an ether, Let me play this real quick. This clip of what what Eric Reid said about Jay-Z kneeling statement, and I'll come back with my commentary.
But when Jay-Z said those comments of we're past kneeling, we need to take more action. What's your response to that? Saying that we're not doing enough as far as kneeling.
For one, when has Jay-Z ever taken a knee to come out and tell us that we're past kneeling? Yes, he's done a lot of great work, a lot of great social justice work, but for you to get paid to go into an NFL press conference to say that we're past kneeling, again, asinine. Players Coalition 2.0.
clearly. 100% agree. Jay-Z is getting checks from the NFL now. And now what he's saying is convenient. Yeah, we're past kneeling now. It's time to rap and sing in front of you guys, you white fans. It's time to just sing and rap and make social changes, social injustice changes, and help stop police brutality by rapping and singing. That's because that's all basically what Jay-Z can do is just rap and sing in front of the white people at these football stadiums. That's all he can do. He's powerless. It is a powerless, meaningless position that was atoned by Roger Goodell and these NFL billionaire owners, allowing Jay-Z to be a minority owner for one of these NFL franchises. Like I said, joining the likes of Fergie, Gloria Estefan, Serena Williams, Venus. Yeah, celebrity minority owners for sports franchises, just like Usher was a part owner of, or a minority owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Nelly also is a part owner of an NBA team. I believe it's the Cavaliers or some other team. But my point is that these are powerless, meaningless positions that mean absolutely nothing. The big picture, of course, is, reparations, things that we need that are tangible. The fact that, we in Black society, of course, we need to have what was supposed to be given to us, which is the 40 acres and a mule, which was enacted in a Treaty of 1866. Look that up, the Treaty of 1866. And we're owed something. Obviously, our ancestors built this country for over 500 years for atrocities. Other groups who suffered atrocities got their payouts, got their reparations, right? Like I said, the Native American community, the Japanese community, the Jewish community, they got their reparations. Now it's time for us to have the wealth and the resources redistributed to our to Black society. And Eric Reid said another thing about Stephen A. Smith. He mentioned, like I said earlier in the video about Stephen A. Smith, thinking that rapping and singing is going to provide changes to social injustices, systemic oppression, and police brutality that's been happening against Black people for over 500 years. He thinks that rapping and singing is going to cure all. But Eric Reid said, we never advocated for Colin to lose his job while we fought against systemic oppression. That's unjust, and where the NFL inserted itself into this. Now the NFL is championing social injustice to cover their own systemic oppression in blackballing, actually whiteballing, Eric. Whiteballing Colin. So we will fight to get Colin's job back as well. Jay-Z knowingly made a money move with the very people who committed injustices against Colin and is using social justice to smooth it over with the Black community. Just like I said, it is a chess move, right? To make it seem like the criminal justice reform, freeing all these prisoners, right? And using rappers and other entertainers who are Black, like Meek Mill and Jay-Z, to be the face of the criminal justice reform, right? And social injustice. We're going to use these rappers in the face of that to make it seem like we're doing something for Black society, when in fact it is a symbolic victory, a meaningless gesture, a powerless move that means absolutely nothing long-term for Black society. Because guess what? We're still at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to every statistical category you can think of: economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war. It means absolutely nothing until we have tangible, right? Tangible resources within our community where we can own and control our own resources, right? That's where it starts. And that's in the form of reparations, in the form of our 40 acres and a mule, if you will. The Treaty of 1866. But anyway, man, just wanted to share my thoughts and the comments that Eric Reid said. Leave your comments down below about what you guys think about Eric Reid, Jay-Z, Stephen A. Smith, and what they had to say. And also, Nessa went in on Stephen A. Smith and Jay-Z as well, calling Jay-Z a liar. Jay-Z never talked to Colin and all that stuff. And Nessa is a writer chick. She's a ride or die chick, man. So much respect to Colin for having a lady like his girl Nella. It used to be Nessa. But anyway, those are my thoughts about that, family. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOGMediaTV. Till next time, family. Chauncey signing out. Peace.